This week on Dixon's Doorstep Delivery, I pull up on my brother Tahir Moore. You seen him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Cedric the Entertainers, The Neighborhood. Funny comedian, funny actor. This is a dope brother. I'm talking about super funny. This was one of the best Dixon's Doorstep Delivery pull-ups because it was super funny. If you don't know him now, I promise you in 5 years, you will know him. I believe he's going to be a household name. Enjoy this interview. The brother really cares about his hair. I introduce y'all to Tahir Moore. Tahir, what up, baby?
What's up? Gee, hold on, man.
You're the neighborhood, baby.
Man, you done dropped it off?
Yeah, hey, man, I had to fight through traffic to get to you.
Come on in, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm here with my brother Tahir Moore, extraordinary comedian. Y'all seen him in shows like The Neighborhood, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
He does it all, man. This dude's a writer, producer, director. He does everything. St. Louis finest.
Yes, sir.
Give it up for my man Tahir Moore.
Hey, man, I appreciate you stopping through.
Yes, I appreciate your order.
Man, listen, bro. When it comes to, you know how it is, comics, man, I'm not a barber.
Yeah.
So when I'm on the road, anything that can make that weekend or that week or that stint easier, I'm all about it. Your conditioner, leave-in conditioner, the moisturizer, bro. I ain't got to worry about flaking up on stage or, you know, I'm using the glove. I ain't got to worry about going out stuff all on my shoulders, even the beard shaper, bro. Like sometimes you can't go to the barber when you're on the road because they'll mess you up. So the beard shaper comes in handy, man. I'm in the bathroom. I can line myself up before I go on stage. I ain't got to worry about looking crazy when I'm taking pictures with the supporters and the people coming out to the show. So I appreciate you putting out a product that people can really use, especially us.
Yeah, yes.
Like,
yeah,
you know what
yes,
I mean?
sir.
Like,
yes, sir.
there's
Yes,
some
sir.
moisturizers in the stores, bro. That shit start drying up as soon as you put it on your hands. So I appreciate you putting out a solid quality product, bro.
I appreciate that, brother. I really do. What I want to talk about, man, because they know you as the comic. They know, I mean, one of the funniest dudes. If y'all haven't seen Tahir Moore, when he comes in your city, make sure you see him. I guarantee you it will be a treat. And he's one of these dudes, 10 years from now, you're going to be like, I saw that, brother.
Yeah.
But let's talk about hair, bro.
Yeah, man.
And one thing, coming from St. Louis, I know y'all fly, I know y'all dress. Like, how important was your hair grooming to you?
Bro, I've always been a person to get a haircut every week. Since I started getting a haircut, I've never not gone a week without getting a haircut. Even when I had my locks, I got my line every week. Health care for my hair has always been important, especially when I had my locks. That's when I really got big into moisturizing. Before it was just like wave grease, and a little blue grease. You know, we had that birds and stuff like that. But once I started growing my hair out, man, I realized the essential part of like making sure your hair stays moisturized, stays healthy, putting oil in. I'm doing a hot oil treatment every other month. You know, I'm going and I'm putting in the work to make sure that when I step out, people understand that I care about how I look.
When they talk about hot oil treatment, you know he know about hair. Bro. So how did you take care of your locks?
You know, I just had some beautiful black women in my life that looked out for me, but I got to wash regularly. I always got to wash before I got my hair styled. I got my hair retwisted every 2 weeks. I didn't like new growth. I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm going to just let it get down. You need to see my roots. You know what I'm saying? You need to see my scalp. See the care that I'm putting So I would get it washed. I would get it conditioned. I would get it styled. After that, I got a retwist. When I got the hot oil treatment, the young lady that used to do it, she would always go after she would spread the hair, put the oil in, you know, rub it in, massage it, leave it in for a second, put the cap on my head. Like, she was serious about it. She showed me how to take care of my hair.
Y'all hear that, man? Hey, if you got locks, make sure you take care of it. Now, how was it for you? Because you know that in between stage with the locks. Like, how was that for you?
Man, I intentionally went to jail. I got locked up for 8 months. Did my little ugly bit, came out ready to get to it. I want to be out here with those Tootsie Roll twists. No, sir. I got locked up. Parking tickets, got it expunged. I'm good to go. But yeah, I went to jail, man.
Right. He got locked up to get the locks.
Hello? So, got locked up to get locked up. So, I'm not for y'all here ragging.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. Hey, so you mentioned a barber earlier. Were you a person, did you go to the same barber?
Same barber.
Okay.
Same barber. Since I've been out here, I moved out here in 2009. I've had one barber.
But even what about growing up?
One barber.
Even growing up, you had one barber.
One barber, man. Yeah.
So you never experienced any bad haircuts? Did you have any horror stories?
Absolutely.
Oh, what was your worst haircut?
What, man? All right. So I used to rock the hair a little bit more up top. It was more like that. And then the size was a little shorter before I rocked it to the bob. And I went to this barber in New York, bro. This boy gave me the Gumby. He gave me the hot top kid from Class Act Home.
Oh, the Don't Be Cruel. He gave me the Bobby Brown.
Bro, he was so cruel with it. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Because I felt he getting closer to the size.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like he'd pick me out and just like, nah, bro, he didn't cut me. That was in New York, which I'll never get another haircut in New York because he tried to blame it on me.
My bad, New York barbers.
No, man, not me. He messed it up for the city, bro. He messed it up for the city. Then in Texas, dude pushed my lining back on my sides just to hit me with the enhancers. I didn't even ask for this, bro. I didn't ask for this because I'm sweating on stage. If you're doing 20 minutes or plus, you don't sweat. That was the craziest thing. I did not ask for this, bro. You try to show off, and it's like, nah, I can't never get a haircut.
Now, what do you feel about the enhancement game? Because a lot of barbers use an enhancement as a customer. How do you feel about the enhancements? Or even just as a comic, how do you feel, period?
Hey, man, listen, if that floats your boat, you know what I'm saying, roll on away. That just ain't for me. God forbid when I do start going, if I do start going, I'm gonna just cut it. I'm not gonna do the units and all that. Bro. I like to shower. I can get in the pool. I do too much active activity. They have stuff coming down now. I look like Steve. You know what I mean? I look like a wrestler with all of this mascara and shit. Oh, no, man, that ain't for me. But I mean, if it works for you, more power to you. It just seems like more work to maintain. You know, I'm not getting up an extra 45 minutes early so I can hit my own size with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's come a long way.
Yeah, it's come a long way.
It's come a long way. I remember when it was coming out like doo-doo dust. And now they got the little particles. But I just ain't got the time.
Nah, it's coming like because I've been one of them barbers. I don't rely on enhancements. Like I know some of the barbers rely on it. Barbers, if you rely on enhancements, stop it. Use your natural skills. This is an OG. I got a gray beard, so I got some knowledge. Speaking of beards, I noticed beards is important for you. Ever since I know you had a beard. What made you grow your beard, and then how you take care of it?
Bro, I used to love the goatee, but I would just bump up when I shaved. You know what I'm saying? I would bump up something fierce when I shaved. Even like when I used to get the skin fade on the back, I had to go to a dermatologist. I had to get the injections in each bump. And then over the course of like 4 months, a black dermatologist too, go to people that look like us. They'll help you when you look like us. He was, because the first couple people had gave me topicals and stuff like that, and it just wasn't going away. The bumps were getting hard. I got the store crunch on the back. He hit me with the injections on each bump, right? And over the course of 4 months, with 3 rounds of injections and the topical, gone completely.
4 months?
Over 4 months.
Yeah, I hate that. 4 months, because I know it's probably somebody on here struggling with bumps. You just heard it from T. Go to somebody that looks like you, because they have a clue of what to do.
Come on now, Dr. Seuss.
So, you know what I'm saying? So 4 months, you could be good. So how do you take care of your beard? What's your regimen for that?
Man, I'll wash my beard and moisturize. I know people might be like, well, how do you do that? But I got a face time regimen for my face in the morning and night. When I wash my hair, I do wash my beard. I condition my beard. I get out, I let it air dry. And then I put some moisturizer. I ain't gonna hold you. Look, I put this in my beard, and then after I let that set and then moisturize it, I get a little argan oil. Hit it, not a lot, a little goes a long way when it comes to oil. But you want that moisturizer on there first. That oil's gonna lock that moisture in. Put that on there right there. Comb it out, and then just let it just naturally glisten in the sun like that, baby.
See, this is what I love. This is why I started this. Y'all know Tahir as a comic. He's funny. But you see, he's serious about his hair game too. Anytime a brother uses the word lock that moisture in, he knows a little something. So what would you say to the young, now they call them YNs, what would you say to the youngsters about their hair grooming game?
Hey man, listen, don't be afraid to ask questions. You see somebody with a hairstyle you like, you want to see like how you get your hair to look like, ask questions, bro. Like ask your barber. And if your barber can't tell you how people do stuff and he's not willing to help you look, find another barber. Because your barber should be able to give you health tips, hair tips for how to keep your hair healthy, how to style it, what looks good on you. And barbers, I'm gonna tell you what, man, it might not be a bad idea to take maybe some psychology classes in the meantime. So when it's time to hold somebody's hands and say, hey, it's time to let it go. Put on some soft jazz, man. Put on some soft jazz, hold his hand. take it to the back of the shop around nobody. I'm like, it's time, bro. You keep coming out here, and I don't know why. I'm lining up the side of your hair right above your ear. It shouldn't be back here, man. It's time. It's a whole community out there waiting for you. Embrace it.
Oh,
yeah,
man, y'all see why he kills him with a stay saluting tie like this.
It's a lot. Let it go. It shouldn't be starting back here, baby.
Shout out to Sidney Castillo, one of our other funny comedy brothers. Said when the barber tell you got 2 cuts left, that's when it's time to cut it off. So
start punching your car,
like you at the car wash, right? So, man, T, I appreciate you. First of all, I appreciate you always ordering the product. I appreciate everything, but I appreciate the most important thing that you can give somebody is your time, especially, I kind of popped up on you a little bit, but you know, so I appreciate that, brother. And what you want to say to the people?
Take this year to invest in yourself, man. Like, take care of yourself. Step your personal hygiene up. Personal hygiene is not just taking a shower. You know what I'm saying? Get some good face soap. Make sure you got whatever works good for your neck and the back of your head. Sometimes it's skin tan. Sometimes it's tea tree oil. That's another natural one that you use. Tea tree oil, dilute it with a little water because sometimes it comes out a little strong. Whatever it is, man, take your personal hygiene level to the next level. It's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. I go get my nails done, toes and nails. You understand me? My lady likes to suck my feet. I'm not going to deny her. I'm also not going to engage her.
Right.
It's about self-care and love and respect. That's what it's about, man. Invest in yourself, fellas. It'll be worth it in the long run. I promise you that.
I like to go gling, gling, gling because this brother dropped some jewels. As a matter of fact, put some diamonds in the comments because this brother just dropped some jewels.
But you know what, G? I will say this because I just said, talk to your barber. How often should I use the moisturizer or the conditioner with your products?
Good question. I'll say every 3 days.
Okay.
You don't need to use it every day because your hair has natural moisture.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can actually over moisturize your hair by putting it in every day. You can get product build up, and our hair has natural moisture. Actually, water is the best moisture for your hair, but you lock it in with the product. It has like vitamin E, mineral oil, soybean oil. So you lock in the moisture. And here's the last thing a lot of people don't know. Don't put it in your hair before going to bed.
Yeah.
The reason being because you can stain your pillows, especially if you're a youngster on here and you have acne, you actually can get more acne or cause acne from the oil on the pillow. So I would say, T, every 2 or 3 days, do it in the morning. You can go to bed with your hair dry. You can look like Kodak Black. When you walk out the house, look like Michael B. Jordan.
No, for real.
Fix yourself. So just every other day, every 2 or 3 days.
Perfect. Yep. That's what I was, just making sure I'm on the right track. All right, G, real quick. So I'm washing my hair once a week, conditioning it every 2 weeks. On that second wash, I condition it, leave it in, warm the shower. Is that appropriate amount of time?
Yeah, that's actually good. I just want to change it up a little bit. You can wash your hair twice a week.
Okay.
So you wash it, let's say Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Friday. So wash it twice a week. And then the third wash, you wash and condition your hair. So on Tuesday, wash with the shampoo.
Got it.
On Friday, wash with the shampoo. And then the following week, the third time, wash with the shampoo and follow it up with the conditioner.
Right.
So wash, and condition.
Yeah.
And remember, when you wash your hair at the beginning of the shower, rinse it out, and then put the conditioner in, let it sit the rest of the shower, and then rinse it out when you get out. And that's your routine.
That's absolutely what I do then. Okay.
But your hair already look good. I can tell.
I just like to make sure I'm up on the latest game, baby.
Your Dixon 1737 Deep Moisture Repair Shampoo and Conditioner, it's calling your name. Get that.
Oh, man.
Link is in the bio.